Alright guys, it's me again. Part 2 of my CD/music collection. I forgot this in part 1, but I actually, for those who may not know, I actually have my first ever, I only have one vinyl, and that is of course The Dream by In This Moment. Only Chris and Maria signed it because the other 3 members on the album cover are no longer in the band. But the rest of the band did sign the vinyl disc itself. So that's that. Oh, and there's a couple other goodies I have. I also have Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets on cassette. My brother actually got them from a friend of his, and he figured, hey, I'll just get them and then give them to Duncan. So I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, so the rest of my CD collection is right here. I probably have about around 80 something right now, and when I get like a bunch more, I'll do another video. I'm going to start off with my favorite band, period, and that would be Arch Enemy with Anthems of the Rebellion. Yeah, the stupid sticker's still on there because it was used, so I had to buy it. And this is the earliest Arch Enemy album I could even find. Great record, definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I can't hate an Arch Enemy album. Then after that, it is Doomsday Machine, my absolute favorite Arch Enemy album. The album that basically got me into this band after I heard the song Nemesis. I was hooked from there. I mean, I heard about them early on when I was in high school, but I wasn't really interested. But I'm in love with this band, and they're probably my favorite band right now. And then after that, I have Rise of the Tyrant, which came out in 2007. Fantastic record. It's one of my least favorite Arch Enemy albums, but it's a pretty damn good one, I'm not going to lie. But then again, like I said, there's nothing that Arch Enemy has done that's ever disappointed me. Next up is the live double disc album, Tyrants of the Rising Sun, when they played live in Japan back in 2008 or 2009, I believe. I don't remember. I don't know what year it was, but I think it was 2008 that they did this awesome, awesome live CD. I don't have the DVD, but it's pretty awesome. I've seen it. The Root of All Evil, which was basically, it wasn't a new album, but it was just like, it was kind of like a new album just with like re-recorded old material from the first 3 albums from Burning Bridges, all that shit. Burning Bridges, Black Earth, yeah, all that stuff. And honestly, I kind of like these versions better than the old versions. Nothing against Johan, the original singer. I mean, he was a killer vocalist, but I prefer Angela, of course. Next up is When Skies Wash Ashore by Straight Line Stitch. Very awesome record. It's some of the best vocal work I've heard from Alexis Brown. And she puts in a lot of emotion in this record, which I like. Next up, one of my favorite albums of all time, and that is Shogun by Trivium. God, this is hands down my favorite Trivium record ever. I mean, I remember when I got this. I got this for Christmas of 2008 because I didn't have a job and I didn't have money. And I fell in love with it. I listened to it religiously. I still do to an extent, but there's way too much music that I listen to anyway. But yeah, this is a very fantastic record. And then the next one, in my opinion, one of the greatest melodic death metal albums ever. And this is the special edition double pack that I got. That is Slaughter of the Soul by At the Gates, the last album they ever released. And yeah, what else can I say about this album? It fucking rules. Next one, I already told you about this, but I got Star-Crossed Wasteland. This is when I first bought it, and I actually got signed by the band and all the members that were on the back, because like 3 of them aren't in the band anymore. Next one, the only Korn album I have, which is Korn 3, Remember Who You Are. Decent record, nothing too fancy. Next one is Taking Dawn, Time to Burn. I like this band a lot. I saw them within this moment in Non-Point about close to almost 2 years ago, and I bought this CD off of them at their merch table because I thought they were great. They're entertaining as hell live, if you don't know. And this is kind of the CD that I'm kind of wanting to get sell, but here it is anyway. Asylum by Disturbed. Yeah, nothing really fantastic about that. Alright, and then the last pile I have, this one I just recently bought, and Count Blagger already knows this, but he'd appreciate that I bought this, and that's Transylvanian Hunger by Dark Throne. first black metal album that I've ever bought. So I haven't even listened to the entire thing. I haven't even listened to it yet, so I need to get on that. Yeah. Next is This Is Where It Ends by All Shall Perish. If you guys saw my top 20 of 2011 albums, the best albums of 2011, you saw this, and this was signed by the band when I saw them for the second time. Because I bought it at Mayhem like 4 days before it came out, and I actually saw them on the day that it actually came out. Got it signed, and they're all really nice dudes. I recently bought this one as well, and that was, of course, one of my favorite albums for death metal, Tomb of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse. Probably still the most explicit album cover that they've ever done, I think. Next up, I got this at Rock in the Range, and I bought Ember to Inferno by Trivium. I bought it at the FYE tent over there, and I had to buy it in order to meet the band because I wanted to meet them again. It's been a while since I did, and I got it signed by everybody, and it's funny because my friend Nate's like, hey, how come you got everybody to sign it and not everybody was on the record? I'm like, yeah, I know. Because, well, he said that Nick wasn't on the album, and I'm like, neither was Paulo or Corey. Awesome debut from Trivium, in my opinion. And then I have Worship Music by Anthrax, and when you saw this CD in my top 20 of 2011, it didn't have any ink on it. I got it signed by all the members in Anthrax at Mayhem Fest. Well, Charlie Benante hasn't signed it, but I had Jason Bittner of Shadows Fall signed it, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Next up, I have 10th Anniversary of Iowa by Slipknot. Yeah, if you guys know about Iowa, you'll know what I'm talking about. In my opinion, the best Slipknot album ever. Next one, I haven't even listened to yet, and it was This World Is Yours by Motorhead. I haven't even listened to this yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. I like Motorhead. Next one I have is The Powerless Rise by As I Lay Dying. I had Nick Hippa and Jordan Mancino sign it when I met them at Mayhem. Fantastic record. And I did recently review the new one, Awaken, which I'm still getting. Next up, Darkness and the Light by Unearth. I had everybody sign it, including Justin Foley, who did play on the record. If you don't know who Justin Foley is, he plays for Killswitch Engage. And this is, like I said on the previous one with In the Eyes of Fire, excuse me. This is easily my favorite record by Unearth, hands down. Next one is, this one's a good one. The Very Beast of Dio, Greatest Hits album. What else can I say about Dio? The greatest voice ever. Next up, Mastodon's The Hunter. Loved the hell out of this record. I kind of changed my opinion about it. I don't like it as much as Crack the Sky, though. Next up, Unto the Locust by Machine Head. Fantastic follow-up to the Black Ending, although, in my opinion, not as good. But it's still a great record, nonetheless. And then another one of my, another Arch Enemy CD that I have, Chaos Legions. Man, I fucking worshipped this album when it came out. Another 2011 release, Fight of Our Lives by Straight Line Stitch. Hands down their best material ever. Can't wait to see what they got in store next. Next up, really great release from 2011, which is Times of Grace, Hymn of a Broken Man, featuring, of course, Jesse Leach and Adam D of Killswitch Engage. I used to say formerly of Killswitch Engage when it came to Jesse, but we all know Jesse's back in Killswitch, which is a good thing. Nothing against Howard, though. This one right here is Coming Alive by Chimera, the live DVD and documentary. Yeah, I mean, if you guys like Chimera, you should definitely pick this up. I mean, you get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. There's a bunch of bonus features, and plus you get to watch the live concert, their 10th, I think it's Chimera Christmas 10, I think. I don't remember. I think it is. Yeah, Chimera Christmas 10. You get to watch the entire set on DVD, as well as you get an audio of the show. And this album, I'm kind of not proud of purchasing, but I did when it came out, and that was Relentless, Reckless, Forever by Children of Bodom. I haven't really listened to this album since I bought it. That was over a year ago. This album I really liked, and that's Cold Day Memory by Sevendust. Easily my favorite Sevendust record, and I love everything Sevendust has ever done. This album just simply destroys. Next one is a live CD from Shadows Fall, and it's called Madness in Manila, when they played in the Philippines in 2009. Very fantastic live album. Another great album, The Great Stone War by Winds of Plague. Definitely better than their last album, but it's a very fantastic. This is like more of their. This is like probably their most metal album, as opposed to like Decimate the Weak, which is kind of like their hardcore, well, more hardcore album, but that album still kills. Next one is The Infection by Chimera. Very, very good release in my opinion. That's probably their weakest, second weakest in my opinion, as well as like the debut. The debut is like their weakest in my opinion. The Final Frontier by Iron Maiden. I mean, Iron Maiden released an album in 2010, and people think it wouldn't be as good, but it's Iron Maiden. They haven't released anything bad ever. Ultra Beatdown by Dragon Force. I got this for Christmas like 4 years ago. I still like it. I still listen to it from time to time, but yeah, that's that. Here's one I haven't listened to in a long time, and that's The Tide and Its Takers by 36 Crazy Fists. My dad actually bought me this album when, if you guys remember the old store Circuit City was still around. He bought some CDs that he thought I'd like, so he bought this, and I actually ended up liking it, because I did see them live at Mayhem Fest in 2008, and they weren't bad. I already showed you guys this one, but it was Shogun by Trivium. But that was just the regular edition. The other one I showed you was the deluxe edition. This album though is a great one. I highly recommend this. And for all the hardcore Alice in Chains fans saying, "Oh, it's not with Wayne," I'm like, shut up. This is a fantastic album. Black Gives Way to Blue is amazing. Don't fuck with that. And we got the Eternal Return by Darkest Hour. My friend Nate gave this to me. Actually, the next few CDs I have here, I haven't even listened to, but he actually gave to me. I haven't even got a chance to listen to them. I forgot I had them, actually. Well, I've heard the song, what is it? The Tides, which is a really sick song, and Darkest Hour is a pretty fantastic band. So, yeah, I have that. I don't know why the fuck I have this, but it was just some stupid thing. It's not even really a CD case, but here it is anyway. It's Mudvayne's last album, which I don't plan on ever listening to because I do not like Mudvayne anymore. Requiem by the Autumn Offspring. Haven't listened to this either. I think I might have to do that. Why the hell is there like, it's like, whatever. It's cut or whatever. Solarian Guard by Graves of Valor. Never even heard of this band, but I think I should listen to this one too. If you guys are fans of this band, recommend me to them. I don't know. And then the last album that in my CD collection that I have is Lost in the Sound of Separation by Underoath. I think this is the last CD that they did when Aaron Gillespie was still the drummer. I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, that's my music and CD collection. So if you guys like it, that's cool. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out and keep it metal.